Merfolks are probably the most interesting tribe to come out of Lorwyn because not only do they generate huge crazy token board states, but their tapping abilities make them a perfect target for big mana exploits, giving you a ton of mana extremely fast. And we all know how scary that can be. Alright guys, we've got a pretty sweet deck list for you today, and this one's going to be special because this is actually a deck list from the early access event that I was invited to this last week, where we got to play some of the newer cards early before you guys are going to get them on Tuesday. And today we're taking a look at Merfolks. We got a lot of brand new tribes from the new set, and Merfolks looked like it was going to be extremely spicy, and I had to give it a try today. And before we get this one started, it was a full-on Azorius build before I played against Hello Good Game. I got to give him a shout out here today because he was playing a version of this deck that was running green, strictly to add in the vitality, and I think that was absolutely a killer idea. Don't know if it's his idea personally or not, but I did see it first from his deck list, which made this deck work a lot better. So basically this card is going to allow all your creatures to become mana, essentially to be able to tap them for mana, and that's really good because if you guys don't know about Merfolks, they like to tap down, right? We want to get these Merfolks tapping down because they give us some sort of abilities when that happens. The Pilgrimage is one of the perfect examples of this. This is one of our most important cards. Every time you tap down a Merfolk, you're going to create a 1/1 hexproof Merfolk token, and so we want things like like I said, the vitality to come down so we can tap it for mana. But we got some really cool new Merfolk creatures that work off of the tapping as well. We got the new Adept Water Shaper. Other creatures that are tapped are indestructible, so if you want to tap them down for mana at instant speed, you can do that and then basically avoid any sort of sweepers from the opponent, which is really cool. We got a new creature that allows us to come, it flashes down and comes in and it on-taps all of your other creatures. This can get really wild because we do have a Merfolk that is the Mindspring Merfolk. It can exhaust and draw you a ton of cards and put 1/1 counters across the board on your creatures, but you got to pay a lot of mana into this. So if all your creatures are lands, you're going to tap them all down, basically hit the exhaust, draw a ton of cards, and then you're going to on-tap them again with the Navigator, doing some other spells along the way, and just you keep it going. And then we've got the new Lord of the Merfolks. It's going to give all your Merfolks 1/1. It's a nice little 2-drop right here, really cool, and it on-taps a creature on the end step, which is nice. And then we've also got these really cool new creatures that come in the battlefield with huge bodies for their low amount of mana curve, but they enter with a bunch of negative 1/1 counters on them. This one in particular loses its 1/1 counters. As long as it taps down, it loses a negative 1/1 counter, and so on and so forth. So you're gonna get those counters off of this thing extremely fast. Now we are trying out the new champion. It came in pretty clutch in one of these games. I wasn't sure about this card, but it actually came in really clutch. It basically allows you to tap down other creatures when it enters and when it attacks, and put stun counters on them. So it really slows the progress of the opponent's side of the field, and lets you get your attacks through pretty easily. And then we're running Elspeth and Leviathan. Leviathan is a really cool card because it can send back everything from your opponent's side of the field, and your side is good because it doesn't send back Merfolks. And Elspeth, of course, because we got a ton of tokens out the Pilgrimage. This deck was actually pretty sweet. I do think Merfolk is probably my second favorite as far as power level goes in tribes after trying them out. I think Fairies is a little bit better, but this is definitely a close second. Love this deck, and I think you guys are gonna have fun with this one. So we're gonna jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Peace. All right, guys, today we're gonna be trying out some Merfolk. I'm actually pretty excited about this one today because we ran into some Merfolks on the ladder a couple of times now, and I thought this is probably gonna be one of the better tribal decks out there. And I did want to give credit where it's due. I ran into a Hello Good Game, and he had a version that splashed green for the Enduring, and I thought that was such a cool idea that I had to try it as well because it really made the deck go crazy in the end game. I will say though, I've been running into a lot of like turn 4 wins from Badger Mole, so I'm just not expecting a whole lot today other than that. So we'll see what happens. This is a fine card, I think, to get down right away, because then I can get the Pilgrimage and then swing through, because this will become a 3/2. Yeah, this will be a 3/2. I do need some green sources to get the vitality down, though. Look at the top card of your library may reveal a Kithkin Forest card. Okay, so we're doing Kithkin Tribal, which I guess I should have expected, really, but on tap. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get this down. Let's swing in. If they want to make a trade, I'll make a trade. Okay, we're making a trade. Alrighty, so I do have the command too, which is cool. I can tap target creature, put a stun counter, draw a card, gain lifelink, token gets... Okay, so don't know if I want to use that just yet. Let's go with this is a good find. So is this. Oh, they tapped the wrong land. They did not tap the wrong land already, did they? Come on, auto tapper, we got to be better than that. Oh my goodness. Auto tapper's out to get me, man. I tell you, these last couple of days, it has been bad. Okay, so we get a green source. Yeah, let's pay the life. All right, this goes in. This comes down, and then I can't really send anybody through. Wish I could, but I can't. I mean, I guess if I'm willing to give this up, but am I? For another 2/2 body? Not really. I think we could do better than that. This thing is really scary, by the way. It is, it's a card that, you know, we ran into earlier on the ladder or in the games. And once it gets protection from the opponents, it's virtually unstoppable. It just runs through your whole defensive line. All right, so they're gonna blow something up here. The Duelist, which pumps my whole field. Fair enough. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, because now we can tap our things for mana, which triggers this. Let's... I don't know what we want to do here. So exhaust for 1/2, and then 1/2. No, that wouldn't be very good, would it? Let's do this. Let's copy, and then let's draw a card. I think that's fine. And then we're gonna tap all of these just for mana, so we can get some more of these bodies out on the field. Now we've got basically unlimited mana going forward, thanks to the vitality. Again, shout out HGG for that one. That was a pretty cool idea. Okay, 2 creatures equals 2 counters off this guy. Fair enough. Here we go. Exhaust for how much? We want to do 1, 2, and then we get to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. All right, we get a full reset here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this in to give all my tapped creatures indestructibility. And why not? Let's get another one of these down. Okay, everything that's tapped is indestructible now. Not that it really matters, but going forward when we attack the opponent, it's going to matter quite a bit, I would imagine. Got all the counters off of this. That's cool. They flip this over. Add X green or X white, where X is the number of other creatures you control. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay 1, and they can transform it back to create another 1/1. That's pretty cool. Okay. And let's see. The opponent only, well, I guess, did they already produce the mana? They did, right? No, they didn't. They have to tap this to produce the mana. So they have 5, 6 mana still to use. So yeah, I mean, the options are kind of endless for them as well. It's really going to come down to when they activate that Fable creature. And once they do, I mean, maybe I can get, hold on, if I get a Tidebinder, I can actually shut down the Fable before it's able to get to its final marker. Because once it does, we're in trouble. That's kind of their win con. Okay. Still 3 mana to work with here, but it's all white sources, so they don't actually have the ability to play this guy here. So I wonder what they're gonna do. Just play another 1-drop? Okay. I hope I get my merfolk that allows me to untap all of my creatures, because if I can just do that after drawing a bunch of cards here potentially, that'd be kind of nice. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's go exhaust ability. So let's go blue. Let's go blue. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Let's draw 7 cards here. Let's draw 7 cards here. This is so insane. There's the on-tap sources there. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. I do really want to find my Elspeth. If I could find my Elspeth, that would be amazing. Okay, so we can do a bunch of stuff again. I guess searching for the Elspeth wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's do it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's actually 4, 5, 6 more cards. How many cards do I have left? 32. Let's just get 6 more cards. Let's try not to draw ourselves out completely. You know what I mean? All right. Left myself plenty of mana. We can untap everything again. Okay. And then let's get one of these down. Let's just tap down one of the new guys. Tap down one of the new guys again. And I mean, we keep tapping down the ones with summoning sickness real fast so we can get this to 12 real fast. Okay. And last but not least, I guess we pumped the whole field a bunch of times. Are they tapping the wrong ones here? I mean, they're tapping the ones they have to. Okay. I guess. Let's go ahead and send some stuff through here. Everybody goes or what? We got... Yeah, we got plenty of blockers. Let's send everybody here. And then everybody's got indestructibility too. I haven't done the math on this, obviously. Obviously, I could have sat here for another 10 minutes doing the math and figuring out which attackers and, you know, whatnot it's going to get through. I was really just looking for Elspeth to give everything flying and 1/1 counter. But this works fine. Also, another command I could have copied. I could have copied one of these guys and then untapped everybody again. All right, they take it. GG's, that'll do it. Kithkin is really cool though. I do like these Kithkin builds a lot. Okay, so I went ahead and I made a couple of adjustments to the deck. Actually, I threw in a couple of Sheltered by Ghosts. I feel like they're going to be very helpful with this deck. With, you know, us being in the colors already, I felt like why not? And so I took out a couple of things to throw that in here. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think that'll help. I think that'll help quite a bit. Because we have ran into in the past a lot of, like I said, Badger Mole, and I just hope we don't see that too much here. See, it's another potential Badger Mole. I feel like the meta is starting to solidify. I know that's so crazy to say, but there is actually already a meta on the early access event. It happens all the time. About, you know, 2 or 3 hours into the day, everyone starts seeing what's working and then copying each other's stuff. And so a lot of this multicolored stuff is all over the place, and Badger Mole's a big proponent of that. This is actually not that though. It looks like maybe this is some sort of elf changeling sort of thing, like we did in our first game. Let's just get down this and swing through. Gives indestructibility to my tapped creatures. Sheltered by Ghosts is gonna be nice. My guess is they're working up to, I mean, if it's anything like the deck that I played first off today, which was my elf deck, they're working up to potentially a, was it Voja? Is that the name of the card? It's the big wolf, Voja. They, Blight. Okay, so Blight, let's go here again. This is a really cool card. It really is. And they proliferate. Nice. Well, I'm gonna have to take that as soon as possible here. Let's do this. Take you. pay life here and then go here. Let's go. I thought I was going to get 2 triggers there, but you only get 1. All right, so we're looking for our virtue to start, you know, producing some mana, which I'll be able to tap down things manually. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. As long as I'm attacking, I've got the indestructibility, so I should, you know, still be able to get the pilgrimage. That'll work fine. You know what? Let's mix up the playlist. There we go. Okay, so now they're working off their graveyard with elves. I see. Whenever another elf or fairy you control enters exile 2 or top 2 cards of your opponent's library, each turn you may cast a spell. Okay. Interesting. We'll definitely trade. Okay. Thought they might have had something weird there, but no, we're in the clear. I do love that Sheltered by Ghosts is also doing a really good job of synergizing the fact that I can attack with whatever creature has that lifelink in that body to give it indestructibility. I think that's so cool. I need to draw some cards though here pretty soon. I finally get down the champion. I haven't played the champion yet, so see how ridiculous this gets. They flip it over, which means they mill 3 cards and then exile an elf card from the graveyard. If you do, each opponent loses 2 life. That's fine. Go ahead, do that all day if you want. I don't see how that benefits them too much other than the 2 damage, of course, but nothing too scary. Oh, that's a nightmare, actually. It's actually really bad because now they can just proliferate and there goes my indestructibility. Is that what they're gonna do? I think so. I think they're gonna proliferate here. Can they do that on any time though? Because if they wait to do that on my turn, they can block. I lose the indestructibility, and that would be kind of savage. All right, I really need them to make up their mind here. They do. They proliferate. Okay. That's fine. That's a good card, I gotta say. Oh, perfect. We can manually tap now the navigator. Love that for us. Let's tap it for green. Whatever. And then you attack. You tap down. Oh, I guess I could have just attacked with everybody. My bad. My bad. I don't know why I thought they had blockers up over here. They used the mana, or they used these guys to tap down to proliferate. I completely forgot. That's fine. So they mill, they gain life. They mill, they deal damage. I see. I see how the Tristan works now. All right, and proliferating means nothing. That's good. All right, let's get this in. And I'm thinking we just attack with this again. Tap down the Death Touch. Get another 1/1. We're going pretty wide here. Comes a 2/2. Okay, so are they gonna quad block this? 2, 4, 6 damage. I mean, it works. It does work, but I don't know if that was the best decision. I'll take out all of that. Yeah, take out these guys. Yeah, that works. Okay. I get back my champion. I'm gonna tap this down for blue. Exile one of these guys. Got another champion. And I'm gonna tap you down again. All right, so the champion I wasn't 100% sold on, but man, is it actually pretty broken. Especially because it's opening up the attack lane for us here where, you know, next turn I should be able to get through for lethal, I hope. I don't know. It's a lot of damage I have here, but it depends on how wide they're able to go. They are elves, So I'm sure they got a couple of creatures they're gonna play. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, just take out the tokens. Because I can't have them proliferating, man. Why did it trigger twice? Oh, because they had one of them on the field already. Got it. Not bad. All right, we're swinging. We're swinging. We're swinging and we're swinging. All right. And then we're tapping you down. All right, what you got? Fine by me. You're going to take 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. GG's. GG's. They should have blocked the 5-powered creature, but to each their own, I guess. That'll work. All right, the opener is good. Looks really good, actually. Pay the life real quick. Get this down. Hello. Hello, hello. I like a little pilgrimage on 2 here. Attack in, maybe? No, we can't attack in now. Darn it. Well, I guess pilgrimage is still the play. We have the bastion we can tap things down with, which is extremely helpful, actually. This seems like it's going to be some form of Badgermole, so expect that. What is this? This is a 1-mana drum. Tap an untapped creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay. Interesting card. Haven't seen that one before. We're gonna get so many tokens, I just realized, like so many. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the bastion down. Station this, get a token. Now, I think I might be willing to just keep stationing here, these tokens as well, just because I want to try to get it to a 12 as fast as possible here. It might take a little while, but it is what it is. And the Zealot here is just holding priority, unfortunately. I would like to maybe get it off the field, but it's a bad play, so I'm going to have to just sit here and bear with the priority skips here. Okay, untap everybody. Station. 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 Station and station. I'm gonna let them attack us. It's all good. Up to 8 already, and I'm gonna be able to copy the pilgrimage, which is hilarious in my opinion, and also Sheltered by Ghost is a copyable. A copy. Is it copyable? Oh well, you know what I mean. Able to be copied. I gotta get that off the field though, because the priority sticks of not having to produce any mana to do something is pretty annoying sometimes. Okay, so they get to look at the top card of their library, and it's a good one. There goes the Navigator, I would imagine, right? It's fine if they choose the Navigator though. I mean, honestly, the Mind Spring is a little bit more of a dangerous card. Okay, are we gonna bargain? No, you don't have to bargain, actually, no. Okay, yeah, they took out the Navigator, which was, in my opinion, the wrong choice. All good. All good. Okay, so we can choose Merfolk with this. Let's play this and exile one of these guys. All right, we exiled this guy. This comes in, taps down their Zealot, and this now stations you. A stun counter on that. Now I can copy, which is nice, and then we're gonna swing in, create another token. Perfect. Can you imagine if we had the Virtue Man? Oh my goodness. Or I keep saying Virtue, the Enduring Vitality, I believe is the name. If we had that card on the field, we'd have so much mana to work with here. I don't think we have enough to activate this, right? We need one more land. Okay, one more land and I can start copying some of these enchantments. I may have to put a Sheltered by Ghost on one of these tokens with hexproof though, man, because you never really want to give something back to the opponent by them, you know, killing that creature. And these tokens do have hexproof, so something to consider. So that's a lander token, right? That can get them another land for 2 mana, and then anytime they sacrifice an artifact, this thing's going to do 2 damage to me. So that'll be something I definitely want to take care of. Probably should get down a second one of these though, because I'm not gonna copy the pilgrimage this turn. I think I need to prioritize getting down the sheltered here. And I do put it on the champions because even as much though that these have hexproof, like I said, it's still kind of dangerous though, because if I try to attack, it's just not possible because the bodies are just not big enough. Like this could just block me and trade. I can't have that. So I need something that can actually attack so I can get some life gain. Opponent is taking a very long time though with these priority sticks from Zealot, of course. I was told by my chat I've been saying that wrong for years. It's a Zealot, and I'm fully aware of that, but if you're gonna spell it like that, I'm calling it Zealot. That's on you. Just waiting on the opponent here. A lot of sacrifice got to be done. This is why I don't like playing sacrifice decks though. They take way too long for me. They put me to sleep. They're gonna let me have it. Okay, that means they intend on trying to take it back, right? Because why would they not sack it in response, right? Okay, so swing through with you. I mean, we could swing through with everything in theory, but I want to try to maximize how many of these we get. So we're gonna do this. Tap you down. And then I'll use this to tap down this Mind Spring and get this going on the stationing. And get another token. Seems good to me. They say oops. What was the oops? I'm curious to know who did the oops. Was it me or was it you? Because I don't think I oopsed. They probably did something that they weren't supposed to do there. I think they might have forgot about the champion being able to tap stuff down when it attacks. They thought maybe they were going to get the pollinator to block there. All right, so they get to return 2 creature cards with mana value 4 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. I didn't even know that card did that. That's like, it's like a Raise the Past kind of. Not as good, obviously, but still same idea. Kind of crazy. Okay, so they get a card. They find their land drop. It is a Stomping Grounds, right? Yeah, so it's going to cost them 2 life to play it. Just to get a drum in? Yeah, that's not enough. All right. That's another grindy one, but we got the win. Let's go. Hey, we're playing Malone again. Let's see. This hand looks... It looks like it curves really nicely, but that's about it. That's about it. Let's see. So we got... Let's pay 2 life. Let's get the Merfolk down. And I probably have to keep paying life, unfortunately, for my things here. Oh, that's a pretty fast start from them. It's a pretty quick start. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay 2 life for this too. That's tough. And we're getting flooded already. Yikes. This one's probably not our game, guys. Probably not our game. A creature type, and then they draw that many cards. So they're really focused on a creature type. What is it? Elf? It is elf. Come on, game. Surely we got more than just lands in our deck, right? I hope we have more than lands in our deck. That'd be unfortunate if I made that mistake. Oh, man. This is the second time I played Malone today, and both times, man, I just haven't had... Like, I've gotten flooded both times. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Yeah, so they're really leaning into the graveyard effects of these elves, which is kind of cool. I haven't seen anyone do the actual like graveyard tactics with it yet, so. Okay, so this says as additional cost, behold or pay 2, add 2 mana if there's an elf card in your graveyard. Okay, taking 4, we kind of expected that. All right, it's another elf. I guess that's something. Bastion. Let's get, well, do you care about the Bastion right now? Not really. I think I just want to attack again. Yeah, probably attack again here. Just keep on dishing out that damage. End the turn, or should I? Yeah, I don't really plan on blocking with this, right? Might as well. Might as well. I don't know. I do have the ability to draw the cards though with it. I can draw 2, 3 next turn. If I'm willing to take more damage, I can draw 3 cards. Is that worth it? Drawing 3 cards. Tapped out, draw 3 cards. I don't know if that's worth it, man. I don't know. Taking another 4. I might have to though. I might have to do this. That's a really good find. That's a really good find. Assuming it lands. Ah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. That's fine though. That's fine. Let's drop the Hollowed Fountain tapped, and then I can get some pretty good blocks here, I think. So what I can do is I can block with my Merfolk, and then you tap it for a mana, and then it's indestructible on the block. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I'm a little nervous. I feel like I've got a pretty good situation here, but I don't want to screw it up. 1, 2, and then so 1, 2, 3, 4. Could do this for 5. Could do this for 5. Wait. Yeah, let's do this for 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can do it for 4. I can do it for 4. Okay, do this for 4. I can't really do anything else though with my mana because everything's tapped out, and then the new stuff here has summoning sickness, so they can't tap right away. All my stuff that's tapped down has indestructibility, right? So they're just gonna draw a bunch. Okay, that's fine. That scared me a little bit. Lands are good, kind of. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. We got 2 more pilgrimages and a Tidebinder. Not exactly what I wanted, but should be good enough. Diviner can get kind of crazy. What do they got in their graveyard? Analysts. Huh. I think we're safe on the Diviner being relevant at the moment. I mean, it could definitely get some copies, but nothing super crazy. Okay, and they blow up my pilgrimage. Solid. Very solid play. I'd be willing to double block it. They send in the throne here. Also willing to double block that. Okay. So this is gonna pump up all of my stuff. Let's get this down. This down. Let's go Merfolk. Let's tap. Let's tap this for mana, triggering both of those. Let's go to the attack step, I guess. Swing in with this and this. They both gain indestructibility. I'm really just trying to trigger the tokens. That's all I'm really trying to do here. Okay. And then we untap them all. Oh, that does not tap them. I had the wrong creature in mind for that. My bad. That still works out fine. It's just not the right creature I thought it was. All right, let's station some stuff here. Okay, and then what do we need? A couple more. I definitely had the wrong creature in mind. I thought that was the one to untap my stuff. It still gives me an Anthem though, which is really nice. And then next turn I can untap one more creature here. Let's untap. I guess let's untap you. It's the biggest blocker, right? Anyways, I can copy my pilgrimage next turn. No, I can't because it's 2 with the same name, right? Target artifact and champion you control except it's not legendary. Oh no, I can copy it. Sorry guys, I'm just thinking out loud. I've got a lot of things that I'm thinking about at the moment. This deck is kind of a lot to think about and how to play it and stuff. All right, so let's copy this guy. And if I tap this for mana, let's save that. Let's save that. Let's send in everybody that's not the Water Shaper. So complicated, man. I'm trying to figure this out. It's complicated though. So we get 3 more of those. And we still have the Tidebinder play we can make at instant speed. These all haven't... Oh, I guess my vitality goes down though. Oh, we had lethal. Okay, I wasn't even looking at that. We had lethal. Wow, that was actually not a very good game for us, but I will say the saving grace again was the Mind Spring being able to exhaust and draw a bunch of cards for us. That was really the clutch that came in a big pinch there for us. Also, Vitality, it wouldn't have been able to draw us very many cards without that. So Vitality also very clutch. I'm telling you, man. That's cool.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, you know Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.